As we see record COVID-19 numbers in Yuma, the need for medical professionals is at an all-time high. Yuma Regional Medical Center says there's a major need for nurses to care for the dozens of new patients coming in. 13 on your side's Cody Lee speaks to YRMC on how it plans to bring those medical workers in.
YRMC is looking to fill full-time and temporary positions to keep up with the demand.
It's not a matter of having just the beds and the equipment. That's easy to come by. It's the staff, the dedicated, talented, qualified staff to take care of them. That's what we need right now.
YRMC in Tier 3 of its coronavirus crisis plan, making staffing critical during this stage to treat the influx of COVID-19 patients. The hospital stopped elective surgeries to reserve nurses and doctors. However, YRMC is looking to fill multiple positions as it sees 60 to 80 more patients a day than this time last year.
So we have 2 COVID units, but we really need 3. So from a facility perspective, we have the 3rd one ready to go if we can get med-surg nurses.
Currently empty, the 36-bed unit would be the 3rd specialized COVID unit in the hospital. And when it comes to ventilators, the use has become more frequent. Respiratory therapists are also needed when it comes to operating these ventilators. Chief Nursing Officer Deb Aders explains the nurse-to-patient ratio.
So there's a staffing range, so it can go from different units have different ratios, but it's all based upon how ill the patient is. But it can go from anywhere from 1 to 2, depending if you're in an ICU or if you're even on the floors, if you are that critical of the patient, to 1 to 5. It just depends upon the acuity of the patient.
YRMC has already hired more than 15 nurses and more in the hiring process right now.
You just don't hire a nurse and put them to work without doing the credentialing and so forth that you have to do to make sure that they are qualified to take care of your staff. So, but we are really ramping up the onboarding time so that we can get these folks in.
Basically, we're competing like every other hospital across the U.S. I mean, there's some really big spots, and especially Arizona, we're all competing a lot of time for the similar pool.
Reporting in Yuma, Cody Lee, 13 on your side.